Saturday, December 7th. It's about 55 degrees. I don't plan on getting on any hives except for one. So we got bees on this hive. Some on that hive, that hive, that hive. Everybody seems to be good so far. Of course, we're not even to winter yet, technically, but they seem to be coming out and taking flights to go to the bathroom, and see them kind of all over the place getting water and stuff too. So this hive's got a lot of bees in it, doing really well. So this hive I'm doing something with today, and let me get to these other hives first. Show you that there's bees in all of these. Stuff going on. So I did the mite counts underneath the bottom boards December 1st. I replaced the oil December 4th, which is 3 days after that. I checked, and everything was either a 1 mite or 0 mites, which is awesome, except for this hive, and it had 7. And I think the reason it had 7 is because I cannot do an OA treatment on it because it's a poly hive. So I'm going to put a feeder shim on here since it's warm enough, and then treat through the feeder shim. And then I also have the upper sensor battery needs to be replaced. So pop that off, put the feeder shim on, replace that battery, treat through this. In the future, if I don't do the slatted rack, I think I have some extra of these plugs. I was thinking about making a wood plug, but if I got one of these plugs, I could drill the hole out a little bigger and maybe put a silicone sleeve in it. Or I could easily make a wood plug that's similar to that size too. So they do have plastic plugs too, and maybe I could figure out how to make that work. But I think I'm going to do that. I just need to see if the spacing between the frames is good, so I can figure out exactly where that plug needs to be. I did order the new insulated inner covers they have. They just put them on the website, I think, yesterday. So it'll have even more upper insulation then. And then I may consider modifying that to put that plexiglass from that inner cover on that. And some people have asked where I got that from. It's actually beetlejail.com is where I've got the clear inner covers from. Better Bee also makes some. The Better Bee ones have a little bit wider rim on the outside. I'll show you what I mean in a second. And the Better Bee ones also have no holes in the top. So put this off. So this is the one from beetlejail.com. It's under Hive accessories. It comes with the screen. Usually they propolize this shut, but it has this little oval opening so you can feed through it or anything like that. And then this width is just the width of the box, so you can see all the way down to the edge. Maybe, yeah, well, I guess the thickness of a wooden box. The Better Bee ones are a little wider, so you don't get to see quite the outside joint. There is one notch in here. I've got it kind of filled with foam right now. The Better Bee ones have a notch on each side. I don't know why. I ended up putting like screen over them and kind of pinning it so that they can't go in and out that one side, so they all go towards the front. But I'm gonna smoke them just a bit. Pop that sensor out, put that feeder shim in there. Looks like I may end up having to tape that the rest of the way closed. Don't want to have this open for too long. So as this is warming up, actually it looks like it's warmed up, and then I just drilled a hole in that. I'm pretty sure that that'll get us far enough out because that works on the other ones. So, but we'll find out. Hopefully they're not too upset with me here. This is kind of a weird. Don't want to break the gasket, but I need to break that seal. There it goes. So it's 55. It's a little cold to get in here, but I feel like we're getting close to that time that we need to treat since we're getting close to the solstice. Sorry, girls. Ooh, look at all that moisture. So this sensor is still working, but the battery's low. I'm just going to replace it now while I can. And in the process of that, we're going to go ahead and treat. So we're just going to set this feeder shim on. Make sure it's under there. And then we'll put this back on. We'll end up treating through that hole right there. This may end up coming off for now, just to give us a little more clearance. And again, that one's fine because it's got the wooden rack on it. Not a big deal. Trying this. Still working out the kinks. This will seal enough that we don't get oxalic acid out the top. But I am going to leave the top open so I can see how it goes. Looks like we're pretty close. Let me get my vaporizer on and get some tape for the top of that. And I'll be right back. Alright, looks like the bees are starting to come up because of the daylight. I'm going to cover the entrance so that we can treat and all that vapor stays inside the hive. Hopefully. Try to get that to stay in there. And we'll be able to see the vapor in there. Got my mask on. And I just filled these guys up. Put that in. Alright, and it'll be able to go all the way in because it's got a flip. Hoping you can see in there. See how you can give this a little tap. Yeah, it needs to come out just a little more. You can see it going in. Push down on that. Ooh, look at all that. I can't get this sideways yet. So we'll just wait a second. Let's see how steamy that is. And I'm going to slide this out a little more. As long as that guard's there. Yeah, there we go. And then just flick back. Sometimes it gets stuck inside the cap. Yep, see, sometimes when it drops, gets the rest of that out. You can see that. Again, we're usually retreating from the bottom because the hot air rises, but they'll probably circulate this throughout the hive pretty quickly. Tap that to make sure it's all off of there. I think we're good. So I want this to climb back up. It needs to be to 450 before I put the next one in anyway, so just let it get there. And it doesn't look like anything else is coming out, so. Pretty cool. Yeah, they're in there. A lot of them are covered in it now. Temperature's rising. Starting to clear out there. And I can't tell if this is oxalic acid or if it's just condensation because it's so warm through there. You can kind of see like there's a little bit of a cone on here. But again, this takes 10 minutes to settle. I can kind of see the air wafting through there. I'm about to pull this and put the next cap in there. So I hope that we can get another dose of this in, but it's going to have to be a warm day, and the same situation is going to have to occur. I'm going to have to pop this top to put this on, so not ideal, but it is what it is. Okay. Same thing again. See that? on tight. Now I know that I don't need to go in all the way to get it to flip. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit, and then I'll pull it out and rotate it again. So you can see that little cloud. So definitely losing some to the seals, because the seals have to be broken for this to work. Seeing a little bit coming down probably around the bottom board too. Yeah. Alright, we're good here, and I can still see the chunks in there, so down to the drops, and there it dropped. A big old cloud in there. Temperature's still dropping there. You could probably quickly go at this point. Yeah, I'm losing some vapor at the bottom too, so this is not all the way in, so I can't just leave it in there and leave all this other stuff, but it'll be okay. And when this gets back to about 4:30, I'll probably just pull the plug, because I guess I could treat some of these other ones. I haven't really set up for that. I like to treat either early in the morning or at night. It's actually a little bit too warm to treat because they're not all in the hive, but the nurse bees are the ones that will have it on them. Pretty cool to see. Okay. Our temperatures are rising, so I'm going to pull this. I didn't melt anything. Everything's fine there. Okay, and I'll take this off. Pull the plug and let that be. And for the moment, I'm just going to leave this on, just so there's a little insulation. You can kind of see it's clearing out there. I'm going to get this battery fixed up, so when we open it up to swap that, get that shim back off. Alright, we are about a minute or so away from the 10-minute mark. So I'm going to pop the top and do that. The entrance is still closed right now. They are powdery in there. Not sure if you can see them. Even the top bars are pretty powdery. So that is the point of the oxalic acid there, though. It's lowering the pH of that environment in there. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull this. Look at that. The girl's got pollen on her. Not sure if you can see that. That's amazing. This one's got red pollen. Like straight up red. Let's see if I can. Yeah, they got pollen. It's not a ton, but you look at the color of that one. It's red, yellow. So pull that out. I need to push this back. I kind of push that out a little bit. Okay. Just pop this off. Look at that. Wow, look at all that powder. How coated they are. That's incredible. Okay. Yeah, usually I treat them to the bottom, so I don't know if this is normal or not. But you're hoping that it coats the bees like that so they can clean each other off, and hope the acidity is harsh enough on the mites that they fall right off. So that is off, and we're going to put this back on, and we are buttoning back up. I think I'm gonna leave that closed. Oh, jeez. Got this in my hand. I didn't do anything with it. Let's set that in the middle. Just gonna keep that off to the side so it doesn't get propolized into that vent there. Doesn't prevent them from propolizing it. All right. Yeah, and that, again, I just put this here, sort of stuck it to that piece of wood. Good stuff. And that's it. Put this back on, and this will compress that gasket. And to compress that further, put the strap back on it. So I guess that's the only thing I'm, at this point, not too excited about, is not being able to treat. Not being able to treat without going through other additional steps, but hopefully that'll take care of those mites.